Hello. So let's go through this real quick. For my presentation, I decided to go with the future of AI. AI is currently in a weird predicament where people are so consumed by media that we use it to replace jobs, and that puts fear into people's hearts, as well as AI being a future that a lot of classic media has portrayed as being harmful or being bad. One of the companies I chose was Microsoft because they are one of the big proponents of pushing AI for future use with their many of their products, especially in the last 4 years, with all of their computers, all of their tablets have been pushing Copilot, an AI that's been used to help with as a tool that can be used later on. Oh, sorry here. You also have AI matters because it's revolutionary. It's a new tech. There are fears to it, but it actually is be used to actually help businesses, help people with everyday lives, and also it can be used for things in industry, especially storefronts with calculations. It's good. It's something that's going to be used by everyone. You don't have just Microsoft. You have Twitter, or what is formerly Twitter, not X, with things like Gronk or OpenAI, a company that says they're separate, but Microsoft has a seat at that company and who is going through turmoil. But you're going to see them work with them more and help guide their version of AI with Copilot. Many of the people that don't use it are going to be fall behind because this is the future whether you like it or not. You, the Microsoft people who are going to be using the most are going to be businesses, AI, developers, and the government itself is going to be using it for certain tasks. It will reduce people that are within the job sphere, but it's actually going to be used a lot more to help take things down from being as stressful to navigate. AI can be used to, say, go through records and have a more detailed list than what a human can do. This is going to be used by everyone, especially in education, which is something weird. I use this presentation to show within the classroom setting. AI kind of can help as well when it comes to getting sources for things because it is more of a slog to get through, trying to go through millions of articles that are mostly outdated. AI can also be helpful to be used for that, to shift through all the mess that is the internet sometimes. Microsoft's own playbook itself has them using it for success stories. The way actually they actually have more things at trials because the things like Copilot actually helps you shows it off for different businesses. You have it's going to be collaborating with different their own ecosystem where everything that they have together is going to be connected to one another. Microsoft themselves have been very open about it being something that has been not deliberately trying to replace people, but it's more using it for ethical purposes. Less of generative AI that uses a lot of server farms that can be that waste electricity more for calculations. The impact of AI itself is a percentage of customers using Microsoft AI tools because Windows is the default platform. You're actually seeing that within people using things like Copilot. They also want that the customers be, a lot more happy with their product. And that way AI can be used to be cost efficient because the idea of it replacing jobs is going to happen. That's always going to be within businesses. We've gone through this through the early 1900s when radio was coming out. People were afraid that print media would go out because of radio. That didn't happen. We did lose jobs, but we gained new ones that were created because of it. Same with when radio transitioned to TV. People in radio complain. Then when TV to film, and then when the internet happened, jobs will be diminished, but we'll prop up new jobs where it can be to assist AI instead of somebody being used to just type code. You can use AI to help with code itself. There's financial incentives. AI because you can find maybe more misses with cut. I'm using different software to screen record. Financially, you can use AI to actually go through different records and find why specifically certain things are being money wasted, and actually be able to efficiently use it. Because people, there's too much of human error that does go on within using AI. Just like you can also use it for performance, it can pinpoint what can be used, what's better, and what can be best for the business itself. Human error and human biasness does affect bottom lines in everyone surrounding it. So if AI can be used to help with that, that'll be better for the future itself. Microsoft as a company itself has a very high AI advantage over a lot of companies going on right now. They have built up their cloud service within things of Windows, gaming within Xbox. They have a lot more tools. They have actually spent the last few years building up server farms, actually building them underwater because they use the water from that water to help cool them off quicker. They have one of the better security systems when it comes to AI, when it comes to cloud, when it comes to Windows itself, and it's used a lot more through all business because Windows is the default platform. That gives them the best advantage. They'll be one of the few companies that are in the actual cutting edge when it comes to AI. And I believe the future is going to rely on it a lot more than people think. We have to accept that. If you don't, then you will be left behind. People have this fear, and it's understandable. Go within it. Do be go within it with the idea that it's going to hurt some people, but it's also going to be beneficial because it's some progress. Technology never slows down. We as a people need to put in place rules and things within it to help keep it in place. But we also cannot just destroy it and get rid of it and never go within it. We will never advance as a species. I know people fear it, but this is the future that you have to accept. It's going to happen regardless, whether you like it or not.